Welcome back to another episode of EDC with me. This one's going to be a little bit different. This is a breakdown of my get home bag and just kind of a run through as to why I've chosen some of the items that I've chosen. So this might take a little while, so let's just jump right in. We'll start the bag itself. This is a SOG Ninja bag, I believe it's called. It's about $35 on Amazon. It's built really well for the price. I can't imagine finding anything out there that's of better value. The reason why I went with this one personally is simply due to the size. It's hard to tell on camera, and I apologize if I don't get everything on camera here, but this thing's pretty small. Here, we'll compare it to a can here. I know this is a weird comparison, but just to give you an idea of the bag size, it's not a huge bag, right? So I got it in black. If I had to redo it, I think I'd get it in gray. Just it's a little less tactical looking in the gray, so I would recommend going gray instead of black. The whole tactical look can be kind of off-putting for some. Let's start with the outside of the bag, I guess. I've got some gloves. These are semi-winter gloves. I think they're hunting. They've got some grip to them for shooting. Touchscreen as well, so you can operate any tech you might have. Gloves are always a great idea in a get-home situation. Your hands are very important. People underestimate keeping their hands protected, especially if you're working an office job or something. All of a sudden you're expected to cut wood and things of that nature. You're going to want gloves, right? I've got a camp cup on the outside here. It's like an $8 investment. It's ceramic and metal. The reason why I chose a camp cup is because you can cook with it. So it's kind of a dual purpose. It's an extra cooking pot, plus you can drink out of it. On the side here, we've got just a generic way to charge using solar, along with a couple carabiners, some extra carabiners. This would be for any devices that you may need to charge on the go. Also on the side here, I've got a K-bar, just a good overall, all-around kind of beater knife. I think it's technically classified as a fighting knife, but it's got some nice serration on it. It's got quite the large blade length for cutting. If you had to use it for self-defense, that's what it's designed for, but it's just all around a good style of sort of camp knife, right? I've also got a bunch of paracord attached to it as well if you need to string anything up. Onto the top here, I've got a solar powered, actually no, I'm sorry. Is this one solar? Yes, this one's solar powered Tough Solar Illuminator by Casio. Reason why I got this is because it's inexpensive. It's about a $35 watch, pretty durable materials. The solar power, I'm not going to have to rely on anything else to keep it charged. This will give me an idea what time of day it is if there's a extended time frame that you're out and about for. I also wear a step up here, Casio 650, also solar. This has GPS in it with my own band. So kind of overkill to have two watches, but you never know what's going to happen. I've got a small hand axe. This is just generic target bot. It's got a hammer edge and then an axe edge if you need to process anything. I've got a clean bottle. Clean canteen it is. The reason why I chose this one is it is not insulated, meaning it's just one piece of steel here. And that way I can boil water if need be, right? In addition to that, I've got a life straw as well. Again, this could be overkill, but If you're desperate time, if boiling doesn't seem to be enough, I think this might actually be an even better job. You could boil and then use this if the water looks real suspect, right? Also on the outside, I've got some extra MOLLE straps that I added on myself, just in case you need to roll something up or carry something scout style across the bottom. There's also some hookups on the bottom of this bag as well, which give you the ability to add on extra things or even strap the mollies onto the bottom as well. All right, in the top, let's see, we've got way to make fire. So just a bottle opener on it too, I guess. Just a small torch. CRKT, we've got a small blade here. This would be for processing mainly. If there's any small work you need to do with a blade, you've got it. Again, that's all up on, just quickly accessible on the top of the bag. I do not carry a firearm with me, but definitely recommend it, especially if, you know, who knows what's going on out there, but you really need to defend yourself to get home. I would recommend something like that. Let's see here. We've got a backpacking tarp if you need to stay dry, whether it's over the head or on the ground. We've got a 2-person survival tent. This is actually a pretty basic shelter, but it just gets something over your roof if you need it for the night. I've got an additional way to cook in here, and this also doubles as a couple cups in there, right? And this folds out to be a handle, again, for cooking. So just another way to, you know, keep boiling water or cooking food. I also have this in here. I've not tried it out yet. It's a pen rod. It's a small fishing rod. This, I mean, this is really worst case scenario if you've got to do some kind of fishing or something to stay alive, right? Let's see, we've got a scarf here. It's like those combat scarves. They double as slings. Just more another way to filter water if you had to through the material here. Way to keep covered up from the sun. Got some first aid. I've got about 70, let's see, yeah, 70, 80, 75 hours or so of food in here. Again, that would be worst case scenario where you have to rely on food like that. I've got some light source. Just take standard battery. If you need to set up camp in the dark or something, right? You've got a way to do that. Let's see. We've got a tourniquet. Need to stop some bleeding. Some blankets, solar blankets. I've never used these. I don't know how good they are. More solar blankets. If anything, you can use them to collect water, things like that. I've got a bunch of fabric in the top here. I've got a way to protect my head and face in the cold. Some bandanas. Also work as makeshift tourniquets if need be. Yet more bandanas. Ooh, nothing in this front pocket. Have to find something fun to put in there. And let's see. Silverware for eating. That's a good idea, right? Small lighter here. Quick way to start a fire. Another food tool. More lighters. I've got multiple ways to make fire. Pen. I've got an emergency phone in here in case I need to call 911. Got some power cabling, some paperwork, or some paper rather, for kindling. And oh, I've even got some antibiotics. And I've got a local map of where I live. So if I had to, matter of fact, I've got 2 in here. So if I had to, I'd have the ability to reference a street that I'm on that I might be unfamiliar with. Once you get on foot, things get a little weird. So I have ways to reference where I am. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Quick video. Let me know if there's something you think I absolutely should have or that I'm missing. And yeah, it'd be great to get some feedback. I'm always trying to make this thing better. But like I said, this is my get home bag from SOG. And yeah, thanks for watching.